Hello and welcome back to the TGG Rising Sun campaign. We are on level 8 and we have Typhoon again. I remember this one. This is where you have a pile that disappears every turn. So Artist is going to disappear the start of turn after next. That already, it's like, well, we're not going to get an Artist that early in the game, so goodbye Artist, I guess. We got Harsh Winter again as well. I assume the debt will stay on the pile even after the Typhoon, which is going to be goofy. So we've got River Shrine trashing and Rice Broker trashing. We've got just Poet for draw. Oh, and Rice Broker and Artist, but yeah, those are the draw options right now. Of course, that could change. I mean, all of this could change. Like, the trashing is the one that's the most like, well, what we start with is what we're probably going to work with. Plus actions just from Festival. Gains. So Festival has buys. Workshop has gains. Fishmonger has buys. Bandit gains gold. Not the strongest looking of kingdoms from the start, but, we'll kind of have to adapt and see as we go. I definitely think we want to open with a River Shrine and do our trashing. Question is, what do we want to combine it with? I mean, I guess, honestly, if we had a 4-3, I would actually consider opening River Shrine Artist, because it's like, well, we get an Artist into the deck, and River Shrine is going to gain us cards that, we don't need money for anyway, so whatever. But since we don't have that, so it's how is this replaced at the start of your turn after next? Okay, so we actually will have an opportunity to gain an Artist if we want to. Good to know. I think we will go ahead and open with Workshop. It could be Fishmonger. Fishmonger doesn't run the risk of collision. I would say Workshop right now is probably the more generally useful card, although it is going to be hard to hit 5 for a Festival early, especially if we do take that Artist. And also River Shrine can gain the same cards that Workshop can, which, among other things, could include Workshop itself. So maybe we do open Fishmonger. I mean, it could also be Silver, I suppose. It's just that really does not. Well, are we going to want a Silver in this deck? Period. I mean, it's hard to say. I guess the advantage of opening Silver, we are more likely to hit 5, even though we're still not that likely, and we don't have to worry about terminal collision. We can still pay off debt with it if we end up taking that Artist. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna. Well, I mean, Fishmonger does about as much work, right? Because it's like it's not a stop card. Silver is a stop card. Fishmonger works better with Artist. Yeah, let's get the Fishmonger. Rice Broker. Well, that's a better opening, probably. Oh, River Shrine's about to go away. Oh, it does go. Okay, well, never mind then. All right. Yeah, so we probably do want a Rice Broker. It's our first 5. Samurai. That would be nice with the Artist. Ooh, Mountain Shrine. We can do Foresight It has the risk that we end up just setting aside the fishmonger, but I mean, I guess that doesn't hurt. River Shrine misses the shuffle, which is unfortunate. I think we go for it. All right. Then we don't have plus actions right now, so we probably just want Poet. Do we just trash the estate and not trigger the shuffle? I think so. Oh, there's village now. Okay. That definitely makes the festival a little less appealing. But I think I would still like a festival. I mean, I guess we could go like Village Foresight. They do have that samurai though. Yeah, let's get a festival. Oh, we could also take a mountain shrine. There's no actions in the trash right now, but trashing the river shrine could come up sooner rather than later. Yeah, I think I'm down to take a mountain shrine. Okay. We could just plan to trash it this turn. Or we just discard like River Shrine Copper. Yeah, let's do that, I think. Ninja? Oh, man. Okay, we're definitely taking a ninja. Village is about to go away? That's annoying, because I would like to get... Is it possibly correct to go double village instead of taking a ninja? It might be. We definitely want the ninja, but... Get him while you can, maybe. I'm not going to take another mountain shrine, given that. Litter, okay. We could rice broker the mountain shrine, or the river shrine, and then the mountain shrine would draw too. We don't have that much junk left. I think I like that. Guess we didn't need the mountain shrine to draw. Whatever. Okay. Let's get a ninja. It would be nice to have a workshop. It would also be nice to have a litter. And I want to get another mountain shrine too. Although, I guess workshop is in a way a little bit worse with... Oh, village still is here too. Workshop is a little bit worse with the harsh winter. Potentially. Maybe not on the workshop. Litter arguably also is too. Like, we could also take another festival. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Festival Mountain Shrine. Right, do we want a rice broker, a copper? I don't exactly have a lot of money right now, so maybe not. Harbinger showed up. Cool. Poacher is a safe investment. That's never gonna... That's never gonna empty. Or, like, nothing is gonna empty. Or, if it does, it'll take a long time. I think I'm not gonna trash these coppers. Guess we could just go Poacher Foresight. Could also go Workshop Silver and plan to Workshop for Poacher. Workshop still has its problems, but they just want gold. Daimyo! Mountain Shrines draw the rest of our cards. Do we trash the Compers? Definitely don't need to trash both of them because we have the Rice Broker, so... say no for that one. Alright, Workshop the Poacher. Oh! Right, that doesn't draw that. I don't know why I was thinking it would. Alright, well, I guess we're trashing on Copper then. Okay, so we're definitely taking a Daimyo. I mean, I guess we could take a Litter. More draw is not bad. Litter Gold Daimyo could be the play. They're provincing? Well... Oh, I got an assertion. Hold on. Okay, it did save the game state. Sentry replaces Litter. Well, Sentry doesn't look super relevant at the moment. Are they just gonna not play with Ninja? That seems like a weird choice. We want a Daimyo. Probably like Festival? Hey. I think I like Festival or Mountain Village. But it's not like we care about the additional trashing. It only matter if we care about the additional draw. Do we care about the additional draw? I don't know. Doesn't look likely. Okay. Workshop another poet. We don't need to draw that. Do we want to trash our last copper? Not sure. Probably. So, yeah, we can workshop a poet. It doesn't do anything, but it doesn't cost us money. We could also workshop like a silver, and even though we net take debt, it does at least increase our payload in the long term. Same thing with poacher. I guess silver is break even. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 coins. So we could... I mean, we could just go ahead and match on the provinces, but I would rather not take the debt, and, like, I don't really believe in the bots deck, given that, like, they have no ninja, they have very little in the way of deck control. It is harder to build, admittedly, when the winter is harsh. But I'm gonna workshop for the silver, and then plan to take another one. Poet's about to disappear. We could... take Poet Duchy and just, like, make it so that they don't have the debt parity on duchies. I'm not, like, super excited about Duchy, but... I guess it's fine. Don't think another daimyo is... There's nothing on here that to daimyo that's, like, worth enough to take 8 debt for that. So... yeah, they're just gonna totally destroy their... Oh my god, I got another freaking assertion. Okay. Yeah, they're just not gonna... They're not gonna be able to sustain this. Like, their deck is not gonna have anything left in it pretty soon. Oh wait, let's not play the festival. Although maybe we do want to daimyo the Mountain Shrine this turn anyway. Yeah, that's probably the case. go. Oh, Ronin doesn't have debt on it. That pile. What did that replace? So it does clear the debt. Oh, that's... And it does it at the beginning of my turn, which is just an advantage to me in this context. That's actually kind of messed up. Okay, well, we can take a free Harbinger. It can always be a Rice Broker target, so we might as well do that. Definitely taking a province. Do we want a Ronin? I don't really want to take another province because of the debt thing. I think they're going to be unable to continue to province past, like, their next turn, maybe. Like, maybe they hit province, they're on their next turn, but, like, I mean, all they have is, like, they had 8, and then they had this mountain shrine, I guess. Yeah. They have a 3-card starting hand. Like, I guess I do have the samurai money. So Ronin. We do have these festivals, but yeah, I don't think I really want Ronin. It would be good to add more payload. Effectively 21 coins. If we could add 3 more coins of payload, but not be in debt with it. I mean, I guess we could take a gold. Although, actually, double silver costs the same amount. There is some risk to that, of course. I guess at 24 doesn't really let us to triple province anyway. Double silver only gets us to 25. We need a minimum of 26. But I guess there's also, like, workshop stuff. We'd also take double poacher. Double poacher foresight, even. We can do it in a different order, too. That moves us in the right direction. So they rice brokered their mountain shrine. So now they cannot pay off debt and still afford a province, as far as I can tell. I mean, they have the fishmonger, a silver, 2 gold, all the coppers in the trash. Snake Wish replaces fishmonger. Oh, we might be able to give them a curse. Haha, look at that. Well, we have this extra silver in hand, so I guess we won't. Yeah, if we hadn't drawn the silver, I would have been like, okay, we'll workshop Snake Witch, top deck it with Harbinger, and then... But we don't have a way to get the silver out of our hand. We can still gain one, but it, no, it's going to do a whole lot. I guess we can just rice broker the workshop. At this point. That last card is our other mountain village. Well, I guess the good news is we didn't have to play the litter. We only have 23 coins, though. Oh, we only added 2 coins because we added poachers. That's right. Okay, so definitely take a province. Seems clear. Yeah, Foresight doesn't have plus buy. Okay. So that isn't so free. There are 23 coins. We need 26 to be able to hit triple. If they get 1 province and we just hit double, that's enough anyway. So and if they don't take a province, we actually need 28 to hit triple because we won't have so I guess we should really be just playing towards that. To which end 15 and 3 buys. And then 18. If we would, for whatever, if I can't imagine why we would need double province duchy, but we could get it with 18 for the provinces, and then the 23 gets us to the duchy. This is assuming that we don't need to play the litter, I suppose. So maybe that's not a safe assumption. We could add a copper to our deck. We could go like Rice Broker, Sentry, Copper. I mean, we could go Rice Broker, Sentry, Silver. We can afford that. And it's not like taking the debt off the silver really hurts anything. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Wow, they still got there. Okay, well. We could just daimyo the Rice Broker, I guess. I mean, we only need 18 coins, right? So we don't need this poacher. Don't need this Harbinger either. Yeah, so I mean that was kind of me slow playing it, like, and maybe I could have done something more aggressive that would have worked as well or better, but like their deck just did not have any. I am surprised that they were able to sustain like hitting province there. Like they were down to the point where literally they had to see like in their 3 card hand, they had to see like both golds, or I guess they could have rice broker to rice broker this turn. The turn after that, they would have like, it's just like you have to see the golds on top of the deck, or else you can't do it. But yeah, it's like a very like a deck that just was extremely limited in its capabilities. So it's just like, all right, I'll just like sort of screw around while you single province until the game goes close enough to ending that I can just like do what I need to win. I guess by this point all the plus buy has disappeared, but certainly Festival was around for a long time. Oh well, they had Fishmonger. Yeah, I don't know what the bot's doing. I mean, you're building this like single province deck on a board with like where you don't even know what's going to show up. Like, how can you be confident that's going to be viable? Like, you have to. I feel like you have to at least hedge against the possibility that something strong shows up, and then you've got to like play with that. Not playing with Ninja too. I guess the Ninja didn't really affect them in the end, but yeah, I don't know. But you know, at these Typhoon boards, I mean, there's only so much you can really like say about them or game plan for them, because it's just going to be like, well, what do we got now? It's kind of like black market in that way, I guess. But it feels different with black market in terms, like it feels more often the case like you can plan around, because like you still have most of the kingdom, you know, you can make your plans around, and like, you know, you have the boards where it's like, okay, I need to find gains in the black market, I need to find, you know, draw in the black market or whatever, and like sometimes that can be like really annoying, and but a lot of times you more or less have the components that you need like on the board, and then sometimes you get better versions of them from the black market, or sometimes it's like, oh, there's no attacks, but I found an attack, or you know, whatever. But like you can still like have a pretty like clear game plan around like the rest of the kingdom, even if you don't know what you're going to get from the black market. But these boards, I don't know, like, I mean, I guess Rice Broker did manage to stick around the entire game. Oh, Workshop did too, but it was about to go. But yeah, like you, of course, like some cards you don't need to gain later, so it like doesn't matter that you don't have access to them, but it's still like the proportion of the kingdom, in general, the proportion of the kingdom that needs to last like long enough for you to gain either like a decent number of copies or to gain them like once you're ready for them or whatever is like large enough that it's very hard to game plan around. But so far so good on that front, I guess. Anyway, well, thanks for watching, and we are approaching the conclusion next time, level 9. Until then.